Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Chris, and I'm going to talk to you today about one of the most insane drinking trends I've seen in a long time. I've been wanting to make a video about this topic and just start YouTube in general for, I want to say 6 months or so. But like every other 20x-year-old with depression, I've been putting it off, slowly fearing the topics that I'm thinking of becoming more and more irrelevant. But here I finally am in my messy basement, because, well, I don't want to clean it, and you can't make me. Anyway, so on to today's topic, the Borg. The Borg trend first appeared on social media in 2020, slowly gaining popularity in the COVID-19 pandemic. And since the name of this trend doesn't exactly speak for itself, let me tell you what it is. Borg is an acronym that stands for Blackout Rage Gallon. Now, I don't know about you, but that sounds like the most terrifying thing that could happen when you're drinking. I don't drink super often, and I may be an old man, but I prefer to purchase a few brewskis and sip them at home at a moderate pace. This might not be on trend with how a lot of people, especially younger people who are in their older teens or young 20s drink, such as going to a house party or a bar, but like I said, I'm an old man and it's almost my bedtime. That's not to say I never partook in binge drinking. Back in my early 20s, my friend group and I would get together and have a night we called 40 night, where we would each buy a 40 of Old English, which is probably one of the most terrible beers you could ever buy. And we would drink one or multiple in a night, which was fun at the time, but in hindsight, probably took several years off my life. I first saw this trend on one of the many news articles that usually pops up when internet trends start existing. This article describes it as Borgs, the inventive drinking hack taking over university parties. Now, that's not how I would personally describe the Borg, but you guys at this point in the video probably still don't really understand what it is. So let's watch the TikTok that, as far as I know, kind of launched the trend into popularity, or at least showed a bunch of people how to make the Borg.
It's a snow day at UT, so I'm gonna show you how I make my Borg. So first you need a gallon of water. You wanna pour out about half of it.
So I don't really know why she pours out half the water. You would think you could like drink it or save it in a water bottle, but you know, I'm not a Borg expert, so let's just keep watching.
Now it's time to add your liquor. Today we're using Tito's vodka. It's in this little sweater, very on theme, staying warm.
Okay, I'm writing this down. Get vodka with sweater.
Staying warm. Then you're gonna pour it right in your Borg.
Okay, I'm sorry. One of the funniest parts of this video is her friend just drunkenly rambling.
I put in probably like a third of this.
So now we get to one of the most insane parts of the Borg trend to me. This girl bought a 750 milliliter vodka, and you put half the thing in it. That's so much vodka. No human needs to drink that much.
And the final real step in making a Borg is to add your Mio or some crystallite. So I'm just gonna squirt it for like 5 seconds. Oh fuck. But I like to add some special juice, so I'm gonna throw in a Celsius. This is the sparkling wild berry flavor. So we're gonna pour in the Celsius.
So I of course had to look at what this special juice is, and I guess it's an energy drink, which also I know doesn't go well with drinking, but you know, again, not an expert.
And then lastly, because it's only 1 p.m., we're gonna add some liquid IV so we don't get hungover at midnight. I'm just gonna throw this whole pack in here. Now you shake it all up. Taste test. It's really good. Everyone reviewed it and also said it tastes really good. So happy snow day.
So if you were paying attention during that video, the Borg is just water, vodka, some sort of flavor enhancer like Mio, and liquid IV. Now, I haven't personally tried liquid IV, but I've tried similar products, and one thing I know from drinking similar products is the drink alone does not rehydrate you. It actually makes you very dehydrated. Similar to drinking Gatorade, if you just drink a Gatorade, the electrolytes and salts are going to dehydrate you so much, and you probably need to drink a lot of water in addition to liquid IV or the Gatorade product. But just drinking that alone is not going to rehydrate you, and especially if you're drinking it with a ton of alcohol. I think the misconception comes from the side of the liquid IV packaging, which has a glass of water and then many droplets of water, and it says 1 stick is faster hydration than water alone. But you still need to drink water. You can't just enjoy this product alone and expect to, you know, drink 1 water bottle and have the hydration of 4 water bottles. But now that you've seen what the Borg is, I gotta explain the rest of the trend. Like all binge drinking trends, it seems to be very popular with college students. You know, they take it to their local house party or a local college football game. And there's an extra layer to the trend where they add fun Borg themed puns or phrases to the side of their Borg.
Armed burglary. Rattling Borg. Borgalicious. Fuck it, we Borg. I'm Get Borg. I'm ravioli, give me the Borgioli. It's a Borg the full day for football. I am Borgalicious, definition, make them boys go.
As you can see from these TikToks, they kind of range from kind of clever to how did you ever think of this really forced joke? Personally, because I thought this trend was super unhinged, I did what any other insane person who consumes content on the internet does, and I watched every Borg video under the hashtag Borg. From watching these TikToks, you start to notice two trends. One, that every single person in the Borg video is, well, insanely drunk. And two, the people who do these Borg trends are insanely unoriginal. That being said, I don't really know what I expected because like any other internet or TikTok trend, it's usually a lot of people copying the exact same type of content they thought was cool or funny on another video. The other thing about the Borg trend is it's been praised as the safe way to binge drink. First of all, I don't mean to be a buzzkill, but come on. I don't feel like there's any way to safely binge drink. I mean, it literally has the word binge in it, which, as far as I know, is only a bad thing. Like, even say binging a show on Netflix or whatever, I can stay up all night and binge the next season of Breaking Bad or The Last of Us, and I can get through the whole season because it's so good, but at the end of the day, I don't really know if it's a good thing, and it usually just ends up destroying my sleep schedule. But binge drinking and binge drinking trends are not really a new thing. They've been around forever. And although this Borg trend is new, a lot of people have been drawing similarities to a drinking trend called jungle juice. I've never had jungle juice, but I know what it is, and I can definitely see the similarities. Popular drinking influencers, such as the Tipsy Bartender, have a lot of videos on jungle juice, such as this one.
And let's get some fruits in this bad boy. Oh, candy, candy, oh Lord, candy. Right here, good stuff. Rum! So, we want a little cup, huh? Grow up. That's what I'm talking about. And there you have it. My bathtub.
Honestly, the Borg might be somehow better than the jungle juice trend. At least there's some water involved to keep you hydrated, and at least they're not making the drink in a goddamn bathtub.
My bathtub.
Now, it isn't always made in a bathtub. To my understanding, it's usually just some sort of large container you have. Sometimes it's a Rubbermaid, or some sort of cooler, or a trash can. I guess at the end of the day, jungle juice is like a weird take on sangria that just looks kind of bad and gross. But anyways, jungle juice is not the topic of today's video, so let's get back. As I said earlier, there is some people who are praising the Borg as more of a safe way to binge drink, such as this lady who made a TikTok.
We're gonna break down the Borg. As a preventionist, I like the Borg as a harm reduction strategy for a few reasons. First, you get to decide what goes in here. You get complete control over this, and that means even if you don't want to put liquor in, you don't have to. Second, this is a closed container, so as long as you're keeping the lid on when you're not actively consuming it, the risk of somebody putting something in here that you don't know about is significantly decreased.
She does bring up some good points in the fact that you can put as much liquor in, people don't know how much liquor to water ratio you're using. There's definitely some positives to the Borg, and I can't ignore those things.
A gallon has 128 ounces in it. I'm not gonna drink 128 ounces of anything, so I'm gonna start by pouring half of this out.
This phrase here I feel like really highlights how silly this trend is. 128 ounces is a lot of liquid to even just put in your body, no matter if you're drinking it over 6 to 8 hours or whatever. It's a lot of liquid.
I'm gonna pour it into my nail gene.
Thank God, it's like I was talking about earlier. pour your water into something else. You don't need to waste it. There's like a worldwide water crisis. People don't have clean drinking water. Save the water, please.
This is where you're gonna do future you a favor. You're gonna take one of your packets of liquid IV, put it in your water bottle, shake it up, and put it on your nightstand. When you get home from your shenanigans, you're gonna chug this before you go to bed. Now,
and then you kind of see the issue I was talking about earlier, where you make yourself a liquid IV, great. You need to drink that liquid IV with additional water after the fact, or you're gonna be really dehydrated. It's probably not gonna help your hangover, no matter how many electrolytes you consume.
now you've got about 64 ounces of water left, which is 8 standard glasses of water. This is where you decide how much you're gonna drink that day.
Now, this part still, again, highlights kind of the issue I was talking about earlier with the insane amount of liquid. I don't know if you're a huge water drinker. I personally and my wife, we always have a water bottle on us. Try and drink water throughout the day because I just personally find it makes me feel better. But drinking 8 cups, like even throughout 6 to 8 hours, can be really tough. That's like a lot of liquid. So I don't know if you should as a human being, but the concept is kind of a good idea.
I've seen people make this with 1/5 of alcohol. 1/5 of liquor has about 16 standard shots in it, which is 16 drinks. I don't recommend anybody drink 16 drinks in a day, but this is where you need to decide what your safe number is. I know that if I'm going to be drinking for 6 to 8 hours, that I can have about 4 or 5 drinks. A pint has about 8 standard drinks in it, so I'm going to be able to drink about half of this bottle.
We might be getting back to the part, where I was saying, like, I'm an old man who doesn't drink, but 16 shots is an insane amount of alcohol. I would never go out for a night of drinking and have 16 shots. That's just way too much. This is somewhere where I can definitely agree with this lady. 4 or 5 shots, you have a fun night, you're not blackout drunk, and you're still like pretty darn wasted, at least in my experience. But some people think they can handle more alcohol than other people or whatever, so at least you can decide how much alcohol you want to put in your Borg.
Shake it up. I know that I have to name my Borg, and I think I'm going to name her after the late great queen, Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Cheers. We love you. Stay safe out there, friends.
Now, this lady definitely has some good points on how to make the trend safer for consumption if you're going to do it. A lot of people in the comments, like anyone making a reasonable take on TikTok, were of course clowning on her for trying to do so. While being, like kind of a mom. You're the Karen of drinking, and nobody invited you to drink with them. Ever. When she is talking about a Borg, it's over. Tear emoji, crying, laughing emoji. Old people always trying to stay up. 4 drinks in 6 to 8 hours? I have 4 drinks in 6 to 8 minutes, crying, laughing emoji. Now that I've kind of shown you the Borg trend, I guess I should give some sort of like wrap up or conclusion on my opinion. A lot of these videos have been gaining popularity over the winter months, where drinking, though it still happens, definitely isn't as prominent as it is in the summer months. And I'm sure a lot of people who enjoy drinking, like almost every college-age person, have been looking to a Borg-filled summer with their friends. My personal takeaway from this trend is do what you want, but just try to do it safely. No one needs to get to the level of drunk where they're blackout, and a trend that encourages that isn't exactly a positive. But who am I to tell people not to drink? They're gonna do it anyway. All I would personally say is drink how you want. Have fun, but try to stay hydrated and eat some food. It's fun to get wasted with your friends, but just remember your own personal safety and the safety of your friends. But either way, that's kind of my opinion on the topic. I realize this is kind of like a ranty, unformatted video, but it's my first one, and I hope you enjoyed it. Hey guys, Editing Chris here, and I just want to take a quick moment to honor all the Borgs that were lost during the making of this video. Let me know in the comments if you liked it, or leave a like on the video, or if you want to subscribe because you want to see more content from me. That would be awesome. Also, let me know down in the comments what you would personally name your Borg, or if you would even Borg at all. I don't really know how to end this video, but thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and bye.